Man, the Lightning were smart to get Nogoaloson.
Yeah, and props to the Islanders for recognizing, hey, here's an older goalie, he's pretty solid, and he wants to go to a team that wins. Let's give him that opportunity.
You ready? Big news. What? Seriously?
No pigs yet.
What? What was he doing? Wow. Bring him on. Beautiful.
Nabokov. Leafs lose 2-0 to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Leafs looked dead in this one. Coming out of a hard-fought physical game in Carolina and then traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Lightning. The second in the East, third in the league Lightning. The, oh my god, we have Stamkos St. Louis and Leaf killer Nogoaloson Lightning. And if you want a sign that the Leafs, might have been tired, they were outshot 17-4 in the first. So the Leafs got less than a quarter of Tampa's shots.
Okay, the Leafs lost. My mind's in a fragile state. You don't need to bring fractions into this, okay?
Have fun with that, James. And this was James Reimer's 7th start of the season. Just 5 minutes in and the Lightning were already out shooting the Leafs like 7-1 at this point. Simone Gagne pots the Lightning's first goal of the game, 1-0. Nice little play set up by Victor Hedman and Teddy Purcell. And Reimer, solid as he was, had no chance on that one. Later in the first, Phil Kessel takes a slashing penalty, Lightning head to the power play, and oh no. Just the NHL's leading goal scorer in Steven Stamkos in the game, no big deal, right?
It's a bit of a big deal, yeah.
But the Leafs would manage to hold off Steven Stamkos. He didn't get a single point this game.
That's right.
Didn't matter because Purcell added to his assist with a goal on the power play, 2-0.
Oh, you sure it's not Teddy Stamkos?
To make matters even worse for the Leafs, Colby Armstrong appears to fracture his finger, at least according to early reports on Twitter, and early reports on Twitter said Armstrong would not return to the game. But he returns, and then Armstrong hits Martin St. Louis, and well, that's one of Tampa's stars, so what happens? Steve Downey comes in, tells Colby, hey, we're gonna go, and then they go. But Armstrong's got a busted finger. What do you think he's gonna do? So he holds on while he takes a few shots. Luckily, Downey gets 2-5 in a game for fighting, so the Leafs have a chance to come back. And that's the predicament, because the Leafs get this power play opportunity when they're down just 2 goals in the third. You can come back from that. And I think because of that, no one comes to Armstrong's defense, and the guy's got a busted finger. You see him in the penalty box after the fight, he can barely get his glove on. So did the rest of the Leafs on the ice make the right decision by not engaging, or should they have stuck up for their teammate? And remember, hindsight's 2020. Obviously they lost, but imagine that. You still have a chance to come back in the game. I say stick up for him, because the Leafs record without Armstrong is But the Leafs get their chances on the power play. They're getting shots. They were only outshot 31-26 despite the abysmal first period, but come up with nothing against Nogoaloson.
Story of my life.
The main good news from the game, I suppose, James Reimer stopping 29 of 31 shots, raising his silly save percentage. .933 save percentage and a 2.24 goals against. Not a very big sample size, but that's starting to get ridiculous. And with the Leafs getting shut out, I think for the 8th time, they gotta help out their goalies. Reimer, Gustafsson, Jaguar, doesn't matter. And last thing I want to mention about the game, because the guy's been getting ripped on all season, Dion Phaneuf. Dion Phaneuf has played 27 or more minutes in 5 of the last 6 games. The one where he didn't hit 27 minutes was the 7-0 loss to the Rangers, and he got in a fight. In this game against the Lightning, Phaneuf played exactly 30 minutes, right on the button. Which, fun fact, is the most he has played in one game with the Leafs. And all I'm going to say about that is when you got a guy that can play those kinds of minutes, he doesn't suck. I still think the scoring's gonna come. Might not be this season, but it will. But like Reimer needed against the Lightning, Phaneuf's gonna need a better team if he wants to do it. I remember years ago when the Capitals still had their black jerseys, Ovechkin just straight up said, we need better players. And, well, yeah. But now it's the All-Star break, so you get a week off from this mess. Who do you think is going to win what competition? And who do you think is going to be the first overall pick in the All-Star draft and the last? Might sound like a bit of a cop-out to go with the NHL's top scorer, but I just think Stamkos is going to get picked first. And I just feel like the last pick might be someone who's just way too good to be the last pick. Screw it, let's go with Ovechkin. All I care about is that the Sedins are split up, because I think that would be very, very funny. So that's it for me and the Leafs videos for the All-Star break. Of course, you'll be getting some videos during the break, just not going to tell you what they are. So add me on leafspace.com, add me as a friend on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, and check out stevedangle.com. And last but not least, how could I forget, I'm going to be joining Klutz and Chara on Blog TV. We're going to be opening a lot of hockey cards, but like crazy memorabilia stuff that even I'd be like, bah. So check that out, link in the underbar, and enjoy your All-Star break.